welcome to this special show dedicated to Israel's Memorial Day, known as Yom HaZikaron. I'm Emily Francis, and thanks for joining us. Losing a child is the biggest pain of all, and dealing with that pain challenges you throughout your life. But in this story, we will see how the pain can be overcome through bringing a child into the world from the son who was lost in battle. And today, they are parents and grandparents. The story brings up questions about morality, norms, identity, and the special unconditional love between parents and their offspring. Here's more.
It's a story about light, a story of courage, heroism, and fateful choices. Choices some will disagree with. Sarah, Eliezer, Mary, Ayelet all had children killed during military service.
We were bereaved 17 years ago. Our eldest son, a pilot in the Israeli Air Force, was killed on a jeep tour.
Rain poured down, water gushed in streams, and he fell from a distance of 70 meters and was killed. His best friend was saved and survived. As soon as I was told that my son had gone and they found his body, I came home from the searches. The first words I said to Sarah was that we would have many more Yitzchaks, in that we would treat each remaining child, live with each remaining child as we lived with Yitzchak, and there would be more Yitzchaks. It took time to digest the idea.
To my great sorrow, after 4 years, another child, Malachi, was killed in a terror attack. That's how it is with bereavement, a long time and a short time.
I lost Aaron, my oldest son, in Gaza during Operation Hot Winter. He was a soldier in the Givati Brigade. They went in, and he was killed.
Dan was our only son. When he fell, our whole world collapsed. We were left alone.
And from the darkest points of their lives, they made a brave decision.
When the town major knocked on the door, from some inherent instinct, I told him I wanted a seed from Dan. On the last day of the Shiva, a nurse from the fertility clinic came to see us. She remembered we'd been in treatment. She called 2 days later and said they never got rid of them. And suddenly, from the end of your world, your only child dying, and then you have his sperm and your embryos, and there's a light, you have hope to continue.
This whole process would not have happened without the assistance and support of the למשפחות Association, accompanying the families from the beginning of the process and continuing long after completion.
Losing a son is a black hole, no question about it. What the association does is actually take you from the most painful place, the blackest and furthest, and it creates joy, it produces life, and it's a project that has become a tradition in the association.
Only today do I realize how low I was brought. Only today do I realize I was not alive. I was a dead being, a type of existence. Today, when I get up and hear Or crying, "Mama," I don't need more than this. It's perfect.
How do you make such a decision? What considerations strengthen it, weaken it? And if the physical and biological difficulties are not enough, they often encounter difficulties from around them.
I was a total egoist. That's it. Now I've done something for myself. This child will not have young parents, but will get all the love in the world, everything I could give him. I have 2 sons, and I wasn't sure how they'd react to this, and we really had difficulties. It was hard for them to accept the idea.
My family was very, very resistant and didn't agree. Age, economic situation, health condition. They asked us how we could forget Dan so quickly, and Moti's mother, who's a bereaved sister, supported us. We're third generation bereaved. She was actually very supportive and encouraging.
How do children cope with realizing they emerge out of a loss?
The children who were born themselves ask this question. If Yitzchakai had not been killed, we wouldn't exist. So I say that I really wanted it. It was a matter of timing and ability. They can cope naturally. I have my second childhood and my second parenthood, and they understand that, and are very mature about it. Sadly, they lived through the murder of the oldest son, and they were exposed again to the world of bereavement, and it strengthened the significance of entering the world after a tragedy.
He doesn't fill, and he doesn't replace. He will yet get to know Aaron. We will tell him about him, but it's not a substitute.
And parenting at such an age, nevertheless, does have benefits.
He gets a lot, much more than young couples raising a child. Because we have all the patience in the world. We've had our careers. We have nowhere to hurry to. We also have nowhere to stick it. We have no grandparents.
I think we are more experienced parents. Most of us at this age are appreciative and grateful parents in a much deeper way. I think most children get a very good and healthy life.
It creates development and prosperity.
That is the answer to bereavement.
And children are a joy.